Are we? We're back for more of this freaking guy. I don't even want to say it anymore, but the idea is already work towards completion today. I don't know if it's gonna happen, I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do much else to the actual morphology. I might fix some thingies that I don't like, but it's more about reshaping some stuff. I'm not gonna redo anything from scratch or anything at this point. There are things I'm not super crazy about, but the sort of test that I did in freaking Keyshot made me kind of satisfied with the shape. So that was basically the point. I don't want to make it colorful, but I don't want it to be too beige either. I haven't tested the stream, I don't know if I'm going through correctly. Testing. Stream, I don't know if I'm correctly. There I am. First time in a while that I didn't have any kind of tech diffs. I'm hearing myself in the speakers a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I should be looking at some references, maybe. And I want to give like a basic kind of coloring, and then doing some kind of basic detail. I don't know what the eyes should look like, if they should have like actual pupils or if they can be just black or beady, I mean. But I don't know. We should already start working on completing it in a way. I don't know what kind of base should I give it. Again, I don't want to go for necessarily like a beige. Kind of thing, but I feel like it's what I should do as a kind of a base, then maybe do some kind of detail in other. I always start with this kind of granulated thing because I don't like having like a flat color as a base. I want to have something that's already kind of a texture, kind of a more of a thing. This is a brush preset that I created. It's just a spray of this alpha. It's this granulated kind of spray. I feel like it's very useful, even if I don't do much. The idea here it is to overlay different things, but if I didn't do much else, I feel like this would be probably not enough on its own, but it's already a kind of base, as opposed to a completely flat color that I usually don't like for these characters. I do a lot of, especially in my daily challenge, I do a lot of just solid flat colors. Why? What is going on here? This is very strange. Well, I'm gonna cover it anyway, but why is that a thing that goes there? Here in the scene I've tried to break the symmetry, but I'm using symmetry just to cover the whole thing. You don't want to have this kind of too symmetrical scene in the middle. And again, this is just a color base. No. I'm going to do it without symmetry on. We'll probably do some details on the fins, maybe enhancing and deepening the kind of shadow and the kind of division between them. This again, I'm gonna turn off symmetry to not have a very symmetrical seam in the middle. The inside of the mouth probably I'm gonna paint kind of reddish, not too red, probably. Wow. The base probably we should do the same with the whiskers, the lips, not the fins necessarily. I think the fins could have a different, more delicate kind of look and a slightly different color. But yeah, maybe as a base we can give them the similar thing, this color thing. Yesterday was such a weird freaking day. I had like a day off in a way that I never do, because I didn't have a stream of my own or a fill stream or anything. I didn't have anything to post in the sort of page that I manage. I did at night have to work on some stuff to post today, but actually yesterday I didn't have anything to do. And it felt so weird. It felt so long. It was like the longest Tuesday ever, Thursday ever. Again, this is not the definitive color of any of this, but I'm just giving it as a kind of foundation. I like to have something that's not a flat color as a base. Oh god, symmetry was not on. Fuck it. Freaking symmetry. I forget it when I need it. I leave it on when I don't need it. I wish there was a clear indicator on screen or something of when it's on or off. Anyway, 1, 2. Probably gonna try to follow these kind of streaks with the actual coloring. Okay, the crystals probably I should try to remesh. It's like the one thing that I should work on, the actual shape. I haven't been setting the game to art lately. Or, I always say it, I feel like it attracts some strange people sometimes. But it probably is the correct category to stream. Especially on a day like this. Is symmetry on? The good thing with this is that you can keep it like granulated, like it's its own sort of texture. You can soften it. You can soften the paint job. Well, that's too strong, but you can. Oh, that's not what this is what I intended. You can soften it a little bit, and you still preserve some kind of texture behind. Because that's the main idea, to have some kind of a texture and not a flat color. But for now I'm gonna keep the granulated where are we? The granulated thing of a brush. I don't know if I should subdivide this, probably symmetry on. That's the good and the bad thing in Sculptrace. You turn on symmetry and you turn it on for every tool here. Each sub tool and each thing has its own settings, and that's why you mess up sometimes. Okay, we have given it already, I think, to every part that should be, that's not like a... Well, we should do something about the mouth. I wish, at some point I masked it out, I separated it as a different polygroup and then I changed it for some reason. I wish I still had that, but... We can do something about the gums, maybe, and the teeth and the... later. Let's save here just in case. Again, it's not going to be this flat. I'm going to give it like, especially like a darker shade on top and a lighter shade in the belly. I'm gonna do some kind of paint job. Something that I just remembered that I have to do is remesh the crystals. They're very dense for no reason. They have some very dumb subdivisions, but I wish I could keep the edges sharp. When I've done this before for other... well... this could be softer, but... should I turn off symmetry for this? Freeze borders. What does freeze border really do? No. No. Maintain the same vertex numbers and their position along the mesh. No. Freeze groups. I don't think it. And keep polygroups. No, I don't think these are. Well. Yeah, there are different. Let's keep groups. Just because each crystal is a different polygroup. Let's just try remeshing like that, because they are very dense here in a wrong way, just to keep the flatness of the thing, because they were basically very low poly, and I have to subdivide them here so they wouldn't translate to ZBrush as too soft, as too... Can I polish by features? No. Can I clay polish? Right, that tightened the edges a little bit. Are these still the same, different polygroups? Each one is a polygroup. Okay. I think that'll work, and that'll do. That'll be better than what we had going on. Let's remesh these lower ones too. Are these also? No, they're not two different polygroups, but let's make them group masked, right? So now each one is a different group. And now let's remesh them. Where are we? Let's remesh them. And clay polish. Riders are kind of, well, it's freaking daylight savings as well, right? I've always been a bit too early for some people, especially in America, and now I'm like an hour earlier, but this is really the spare time that I have here. We don't do daylight savings. And oh, did I keep the poly groups? Okay, I did. Fine, that's probably the last thing that I'm gonna do right now when it comes to morphology, and let's just do something about the actual coloring. I want to give it a kind of a darker oh, I still have to do the gums, the teeth, and the tongue, and the inside of the mouth, yeah. But going back to the body, I want to give it like a kind of a darker bluish color in the top, and maybe a yellowish, greenish shade in the belly. Oh, this is my shading. My shading. It's very much inspired by the Demetan catfish. Is this gonna be too dark? The symmetry on here, I need symmetry because it doesn't matter if. I don't want it to be too even, I don't want it to be too... I'm painting with a very low intensity so I can keep some of this texture that I did underneath. That was the point of this. Kind of first paint job. The problem is that I'm applying too little and then too much. I want it to be just like a sort of a color wash. Here it's already too intense, I've already covered too much, god damn it. I don't know if it should be, I should raise the intensity already or just one pass. But it makes it more dangerous almost for a second one. Yeah, the second I go back, I cover way too much. I don't know how to do this. I wish I could hear something, again, like play some music or something. I hate being in silence, talking to myself. but I cannot really play anything like copyrighted or anything. It's a bit of a pain to modify the setup to be able to hear something myself, but for it not to go into the mix to the stream. At least Phil Jameson should be back for this Sunday. It'll be like going back to normal a little bit again. Then I think he's leaving again. Did he say he was going to visit family or something? Did I imagine that? It's a bit too light. Why is it too much or too little? Nothing in between. They make it bigger? Okay. Maybe the focal shift into here I've overdone the tail. I should not apply any more color to the tail, I think. I don't know if the stream is working. Testing, testing. Why I lag so much? Anyway, it seems like it's working anyway. Oh, I should do the whiskers and the trunk. Whiskers, so to call them. Oh. Lips. Not too blue. Am I blue? You will be too. Probably not the fins? Question mark. Maybe I can give the fins some shade here, like a gradient. I have no idea what I'm doing. But that's a good thing that I can layer things. The sad and lonely one, so lonely was I gay till today. Am I blue? Am I blue? Okay, that was too much. The sad and lonely one, so lonely. Why can't I get that freaking Hoggy Carmichael song? Is he... Well, he's the one I know him, but I think even Ray Charles recorded it. I don't know if it's his. I know the Hoggy Carmichael version because of the Lauren Bacall scene. She joins and sounds like a man. I remember I heard it as a child and I'm like, what's going on here? Now I'm the sad and lonely one. It's strange. I don't know what is it about Fridays. Sometimes they are fun and there's a lot of people willing to watch and hang and something, and sometimes it's like cricket, which obviously is understandable. I myself find it harder and harder to spend more time like inactive watching something, especially long format. Devi, hey. The cricket? What cricket? Ooh, that's very... How are you? I'm trying to give this guy some kind of base color, and I'm not succeeding because it's either covering too much or too little. And I'm gonna do something for each individual. Oh, Fridays sometimes are like crickets. Yeah, no, I mean... I don't know, what is it more convenient for people? I was going to make like a poll on Discord, because maybe I should stream like only twice a week, and I was going to ask what 2 days would be more convenient for people. But the problem is also the freaking daylight savings. Now we don't do it here, and now I'm like an hour earlier for the northern hemisphere, and I don't know if that's even more counterproductive or not, or that's kind of a problem. I keep having to stream with the spare time that I have, and if it wasn't convenient before, it's even worse now. I don't even know. I'm fine. I come from a weird kind of Thursday. It was so strange. I didn't have anything to do I didn't have anything to post in this page that I manage, that I always say. I didn't have a fill stream, I didn't have a stream of my own. I felt like a day off, like a very unusual day off. But it was also like incredibly long and incredibly boring. The one day off, the one proper Thursday off that I get for the first time in a while, and it was boring, long, lonely. So funny. So I'm glad to be doing something today. How are you? Any plans for the weekend? How is it the weekend again, for God's sake? That's another thing. This weird Thursday came and went, but it's also now already practically the weekend. I don't want to overdo anything, but I want to kind of give this bluish coloring on top and maybe like a greenish, yellowish in the belly. But I don't know if that's gonna work. And then adding some lights and shadows to the individual scales. Helping some friends renovate. Well, I think at least it's not like moving, right? So it can be. I feel like helping people to move. It's kind of a pain, but yeah, renovating can be kind of the same, I guess. Oh, moving too. I don't know why I've done it like twice, because I used to live in the city and I moved from my mom's to the city. And then after all that happened in the lore, I had to move back in here, and it was so traumatic. I don't know if the coming back here, the moving back, or the move itself, but for years, I spent years having nightmares about moving. Lucky I haven't had them for a while, but I don't know why it was so fucking traumatic. I guess it was the added factor of having to move back and all. But god. They have a huge couch. Moving. I don't know why it traumatized me for years. I don't want it to be too colorful, question mark, but I want to give it some kind of shading. Yeah, packing your entire life, and something always breaks, something goes missing, something weird happens. The movers treat your stuff like shit. Well, I didn't have movers. I just, that was the worst part. I hired some people with a truck. I don't even remember. It's so weird. I don't even remember how I moved there. I only remember moving back. I don't even remember how we transported all my shit to the city. I just remember coming back very vividly, and I keep having, again, for luckily it's been a while, but I kept having dreams of being here and having to move back there, being there and having to move back here, being here but all my stuff being locked up over there, having to, and such fucking one of those super vivid dreams. That's why it was always so traumatic, because it was super freaking vivid and realistic, and I was convinced that, well, once again I had part of the dream was having to convince myself that, well, it was for the best, it was whatever. But it wasn't always coming back here. Sometimes it was going back there. Sometimes it was just my stuff being locked up in there. Too stupidly traumatized. I want to do something, but not too weird, but something kind of greenish, yellowish. I don't want it to be in for the belly, but I don't want it to be too saturated. Is it gonna be... Oh. Okay, this could work, because I can barely see it. I don't want to layer it too much. I don't know if it should be darker. It's really subtle. it can be exciting. Go, obviously, start anew somewhere. It's so strange, why don't I remember the first thing about moving there? I remember moving back and it was a traumatic part, but how do I not remember moving there? What did we even... I think we hired, again, both times we hired a truck, some people that just didn't do, they weren't like professional movers, they were just people that move like construction materials and shit like that. Because it wasn't like a huge move. But I did move with some furniture and shit. And it's so strange that I don't remember. So fucking weird. I don't know if this is what I was going for. Maybe the scaled part should all be blue and just the belly be greenish, yellowish. Maybe I could layer some green back here. This is so tricky. I'm not... It's very keen to painting with watercolors or something, as I was saying the other day. It's hard because you have to... You can cover and repaint. But also what I'm trying to do here is to layer like that based granular texture that I gave it in the beginning, and then add some extra color. But maybe the belly could be a bit more yellow. I can't even see it. And mask. So I must have hit. Oh, I still have to do the inside of the mouth. It's still white. I think I'm... I don't even want to jinx it. But I think I could possibly finish him today. Or at least give him some kind of finishing. There's a lot of other characters that I feel like they're not fully finished, they are just kind of finished. And I might have to revisit them by the time I make the final renders for rigging and animating. Because unavoidably some things I'm gonna have to fix, because I didn't do even the modeling and the splitting of the parts. I didn't really do thinking of the fact that I'm going to in order to make the renders for rigging, I'm going to have to hide some parts and render some parts separately and render like in different layers. Like for example, like a background arm, then the torso, then the foreground arm and stuff like that. And I think the arms, the way I exported them, are one piece, or are I think they are grouped by material instead of by split in a more convenient way, as they should have been. Okay, should I do the yellowish thing here in the fins as well? I think. Where the hell is this? Here. This fins should have here the yellowish thing of the belly, and this too. Why did I give this the bluish? This has to go with the yellowish color. I don't know if it's like just like a gradient. I don't know if I should... Oh, that's a bit too intense. Here I shouldn't keep this granular thing so much. I want to blur it out a little bit. But I want to preserve some kind of texture, but not too granulated, especially for the fins. Same here. I just don't like, especially that's kind of the whole point why I'm poly painting. I don't like solid colors, flat colors. And ooh, that was a bit too much. I don't want this too granular thing either. Yeah, I usually, hey, I usually don't read to apologize a lot because I don't. It's not like I need to super optimize this kind of thing for anything. I just render them. It's not like I'm gonna rig them like in 3D or anything. I don't even know. Am I? Oh. How are you? I saw yesterday you streamed for like 12 hours again. I lurked a little bit. I didn't say anything because I was not at my desk for most of the time. You pull like another marathon of a stream. Well, it's fine. I don't stream for that long, but I get that once the machinery is running, I don't want to stop either. Could feel it today. Gets intense. Yeah, it's like a weird balance sometimes. I keep going just because I don't want for the machinery to come to a full stop because it's going to be harder to reignite. But yeah, burnout is not good, and it's a very possible outcome of never freaking stopping. Try to. That's the thing. I don't even have much of a color theory kind of thing. That's why I don't consider myself an artist, and people keep insisting that I am, that I should be, that I don't even have much of a color theory foundation. Oh. Yeah, but I feel like there's some basics that I should have that I don't. And I'm too lazy to learn. I should research some stuff and study and learn. I really do feel, a lot of the time, I feel like an old dog. It's like, what the hell kind of new trick am I gonna learn at this point? Just such a fucking obtuse approach, but really. What was I? Let's switch this. Maybe I can give the tips of the whiskers a bit of some light here, but I'm applying it too much here in the center, not so much in the tip. Can you brighten up the tip? God damn it! This is too, oh, it's too low. Freaking intensity, no wonder it wasn't doing anything. Not too much. This only one. Right now I cannot get the song out of my head. The stupid things that trigger memories and crap in my head. I think I just said, am I blue or something is blue, and now I cannot get am I blue out of my head. I don't want to end up singing in stream as I do sometimes. I was going for, I think it's kind of inspired by the actual catfish in that anime that I said. That's why I'm making it kind of bluish, but because I also don't want to make it too beige, but probably the realistic thing would have been to make it more beige. I don't even know. Anyway, the idea is to keep layering. Some stuff. Oh no, here I can make lines, emphasize this streaks here a little bit with the well, with the shader brush. That's not looking. Maybe a smaller brush. Where are the streaks? Oh, here I see them. I was going to do some Duolingo at the start of the stream, but then I thought, no, better I don't waste time on anything else. I might really finish this guy today. And if we finish him early, I can always go for some Duo. But I didn't open with that. Probably. Okay, these are going to be easier probably. Yeah, I've been doing some Italian. It's not super advanced. I'm like in... I don't even remember what section I'm in. I think I just finished section 2 in Italian and I'm in the middle of section 2 in French. it's weird. I joined Duolingo because I was more interested in the music and the piano kind of lessons, and at the time they weren't even available for anything but iOS, and I didn't know. So I ended up doing Italian and French just because I couldn't do what I intended. But also I'm doing it sort of to exercise the brain a little bit. Leah, hey! How are you? So I already had a little bit of a... Why is this not blurring anything out? Is it working? Yes. I'm good, just trying to finish this freaking guy that I've been close to finishing many times, but then I went back and redid some details, like a catfish kind of guy that I've been doing for my little project. I'm hoping I can finish him today, but thank you. Yeah, I especially in the last stream I spent a lot. I was going to finish him, but I went back and redid some details on each individual scale, and that took too long and I didn't finish him. But today I should at least give him some kind of finishing, some kind of paint job, and then I will export it and choose materials and stuff. I might revisit him, like I was saying. I've made other characters I'm going to have to make some adjustments for the final thing. But I always try to take them to some degree of completion. It's hard finishing things, especially for me. So I'm surprised that I've finished like 10 characters for this thing already. Of course I started like last year, I think. Around the same time I started streaming. It's been like a year. The other day it was a year. Yeah, no, I'm happy that I've been making some progress for a change. I wanted to work on this project for forever, and I couldn't get it started, and what helped me was streaming, really. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have done much. Starting the art streams here was the one thing that got me going, and I made the protagonist first, and then I started with the other characters, and I made up a few new ones along the way. Yeah, it gives me more of a sense of purpose and a sense of having a schedule and having more of an attainable goal, as opposed to I have to do this someday, and it ends up becoming this abstract thing that doesn't really happen because it's this undefined thing. But streaming made it more real, more really attainable, like a little bit at a time. I don't know if I should soften this. Where am I? What's the active thing? Not the face here. What am I doing? Why the hell God dang it. Pick this. I want to add some shadow here, but I don't want it to be too painterly, but I do like the kind of painterly nature of this kind of thing. I'm layering colors precisely because of that, to give it more of a finishing as opposed to a flat surface. I don't know if this masking a bit too soft here. Let's try. That's the thing, I'm never too happy with the colors I pick for shading. I don't know if it should be like a darker blue or like a warmer color. I never want to add light or shadows with actual black and white. I prefer to do it with color, but sometimes it works in these conditions, and then I export it and give it like a realistic lighting, and it doesn't really work. It looks painted as opposed to more of a shadow, but I don't want to use a very dark shade or anything. Also, the masking is kind of prevents me to see what it's gonna end up looking like, but I have to mask out this area so I don't paint what I don't want to paint. But I don't know if that's too dark here and kind of subtle here. It's tricky. Maybe I can do it with a higher intensity and a bigger brush. It's a kind of contouring kind of thing that I don't want to look too artificial, too painted on, but is that a thing? I can't even tell if it's there. From that to this, it's kind of subtle, but that's a problem. When I think it's subtle and I overdo it. So much work for this guy. I feel like I want to kind of expand his scene a little bit, because he doesn't have any dialogue, he doesn't have a scene of his own, he's just going to appear in a kind of a montage. And I made some other characters that are very basic. I did like one of those freaking I'm struggling with. I have a pillow stuck in the chair to give me better lumbar support, but it's also very hot right now, so it's making me too hot. And I was trying to remove it and it was stuck in the chair. What the hell was I saying? I've made some simpler characters, like kind of those star-shaped, star-nosed molds that I made it very simple, and I'm not too happy with it, but that one's going to appear also in the montage. But this one I've worked a lot on, so I kind of want to expand the scene just because of that. But I already have too much dialogue, I already have too much exposition, I already have too much stuff. I don't want to make it too heavy. I don't know why it got so warm suddenly. I also wanted to see how can I give the scales some shading, and then some. I don't want to necessarily do it manually, Thank you. I don't want to do it like manually, some shadow here and some light in this other, and well, that's not light. I don't know if masking, auto masking could do something for me, like mask a cavity. Okay, that's masking both the little recess here and this could do maybe. For adding some light on the not the fins, on the scales. Without me having to go one by one, but the shading I think I'm gonna have to do manually. And I don't want to overdo it. It's the kind of thing that I sometimes do that ends up looking too painted on, as opposed to more natural lights and shadows. What the hell am I doing? Mask by cavity again. Mask by... Where is the thing to... Oh. Mask by smoothness? Okay, that I could maybe work with better. Or the kind of shadow, so... Or maybe for making the brighter side. Should help. If I apply here this is a lighter blue. This is darker blue. If I apply this darker blue just kind of flat here, I don't want to fully cover anything, but yeah, I'm overdoing it already, but just to... Colors are hard. I so many times like the sculpture and I start applying colors and it loses everything. The very little detail that I already had given it goes away completely. It's like you bury everything. Even if you do it right, I feel like it loses something. It can be so annoying. Okay, this is too much. This is very intense and it's not necessarily where the shadow should be, but it might help me to give it a little flair to the scales. It's not exactly what I was going for, but it could work. Question mark. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm finally finishing this, and more than finishing it, I feel like I'm ruining it with the color. Let's mask out. Do it just in case. Is a freaking... Why is the intensity so low in the masking? Give me fully... Okay, maybe not so much, but... Let me mask. Not masking at all. Maybe I can shrink the mask a little bit. Oh no. Can I... Where was I in the masking? How do I lose a group that I was just on? Why everything collapses all the time? Maybe no, grow mask. I don't even see what that did. That maybe we can shrink here. Okay, let's save just in case. I closed Discord, but I don't know why. I always want to keep an eye on it. Okay, now let's lower the masking intensity and mask. No. Okay, that's still too intense. Let's darken here a little bit. Here and down here. No. The great news is I haven't had any major crashes anymore. I guess I've stopped working in the highest resolution. It's still kind of pixelated if you zoom all the way in, but it works perfectly fine for when you export to Keyshot. It works fine. Oh, I have some. Some Discord messages. Is anything urgent? I hope not. No. Okay. What are we doing here? I don't want to saturate this too much, but I don't know how to cover it all at once. You can do it with fill. Is there like a fill thing? What did that do? Did fill object? Fill layer. The other day we were talking about layers. I have never used layers in freaking ZBrush. It's one of the things I never learned. It's one of the things that I felt like I never necessarily needed, but it's probably really useful and really basic. I've never used them. Maybe I can rise the intensity and use fill. If I unmask now, does it show? Kind of subtle. Is this a dark? This is dark blue. Yeah. Should I raise the intensity here? What controls the intensity of the field here? Yeah, that's a great but also kind of intimidating thing about ZBrush. You have so many tools, so many things, and there's a million ways of doing the same things, and you just find your own. But I'm also kind of blindsided by some tools that I probably could use, but never really tried, never really learned how to use. Blender is so insane. I mean, Blender has added so many things in a relatively short period. It's so I'm so amazed at Blender, even when I cannot get anywhere near it. Because I think it would I think it wouldn't even work here in my old PC. And the last time I tried it in the laptop, it was a long time ago, and I didn't really like the interface. I hear that a lot of Blender users also don't like it. But it's amazing how much it can do, and being free and being open source and being it's amazing Blender. that too dark? If I went black all the way, just gave it one pass of black. I hate shading with black. It's one of the first things that I learned in art classes in high school. I never had like proper art classes, but just in high school. One of the first things my teacher would say is precisely that. You don't necessarily have to. And you see that a lot. I see that a lot in digital art. People have the tendency of making the shadows or just shading in general with black and making the highlights with white. And it looks so amateurish. It looks very beginner kind of thing. And it's crazy how you even see that in some comic books. Actual professionals are doing that for comic books. It's like crazy to me. It looks like a beginner's kind of digital coloring. And I'm terrible at coloring. I'm very by the numbers. There's something about... Yeah. There's something... very noob looking. In a way. Okay, this is way too intense and way too saturated. Can I... And I've done it too, I think, precisely the kind of... Not in digital, but in analog. That one art lesson resonated so much with me precisely because I feel like that's what I used to do. It feels natural. Like shadows are black, lights are white. What else is there? So I felt like that was a lesson that I learned very early and I always took with me. Is that covering anything? No. How do you color pick? I don't even remember that. I was, of course, the Star Wars fan base is rabid about so many things, but there's one particular guy on the Star Wars comics. It makes such a weird freaking job. And it's the official Marvel published Star Wars comics, and the guy is so terrible. For one thing, he pretty much traces movie stills every time he has to do like something from the prequels or something from the originals or something. He just goes and traces Hayden Christensen's face or Mark Hamill's face. He renders him in such a weird way. He does such a weird coloring. And there's a very infamous panel in which Luke is holding a lightsaber, but he's not even holding it. He just pasted a layer of a hand, kind of in a claw position, and the lightsaber is like hovering on top. Yeah, like that one guy that's also famous for doing that. That Captain America, that's super barrel-chested. It became so infamous. And even Frank Miller, I mean, he's getting a lot of shit because he's still working and he makes some strange anatomy. Also, it's also being ruined by someone else that's coloring it digitally, and it kind of ruins it even more because Frank Miller obviously can make like very impactful drawings, but I feel like it's being ruined, and a lot of people want him to retire. And It's so crazy. Yeah, I don't remember the name. I think that's yeah, that's the guy of the super inflated torsos. Yeah, probably there's in the industry, probably, yeah, they're probably pushed to churn out things as fast as I can, but there's also so many professional artists delivering such weird crap out there. So at least I don't feel too bad about myself in that sense. Of course, I'm nowhere near a professional, and I'm not doing anything for like real or for the actual industry, but it's crazy how the level of some professional stuff really questionable, if nothing else. This but darker. Maybe I can do this with an alpha with like a thin point, one of these, like a thinner point. People are making like petitions and shit to, especially that Star Wars guy, to have him fired. Is that too dark? Well, these are already too dark up here. Why did I let those pass? This should have been softer. Is the mask still on? No, it's not even on. Can I soften this with a bit of a layer of... No. Oh, that guy is La Roca, something La Roca. What the hell is his name? Salvador Roca? Well, I think that guy used to... I'm trying to find him. Yeah, I think it's him. It's a Spanish. I think he does some interesting panels, but again, the good ones that he makes are very traced from the movies, and you can tell that he traces Harrison Ford's face and Carrie Fisher and some kind of look compelling because of that, because they seem right. But he's just tracing the movies, and sometimes he's just making some weird composite of weird frames that don't go together, or like again that very infamous example of Luke holding the lightsaber and he's not really holding it. He didn't even bother to make the hand connect with the lightsaber. And it's like, how did this get published by freaking Marvel? How is this official Star Wars? And there's a lot of artists that trace, I feel like, and especially in Star Wars, there's a lot of sub-series that are like that. And they are not terrible, some of them work, but in some it's very annoying and it's very recognizable and it's very noticeable and it's very strange. What the hell is the brush that I was looking for? This. Let's do some darkish, reddish thing inside the mouth. Ooh, not that dark maybe. I like this kind of granulated thing. Later I soften it a little bit, but I like it because it gives it a texture already. So I turn to give my base color with this. I try to break the symmetry here in the seams. Yeah, sometimes it never ceases to amaze me what the kind of thing that the industry seems to allow and some professionals get away with. Oh. Okay, yeah, I suspected this was going to bleed out of the mouth. Am I gonna have to mask this out? What happened? Oh. Are you... What the hell just happened? Oh. No. I didn't even realize. I reverted to an older state. Can you mask this? Is the intensity that slow? Okay, thank you. Can we mask most of the outside so it won't... the painting of the inside of the mouth won't bleed to the outside? Yeah, it's insane how AI is taken seriously at all. I feel like it so many times produces the weirdest thing and they still go with that. Okay, here I must out. Oh, what the hell am I doing? No. No. I had the inside of a mouth as a separate freaking polygroup. I don't know at what point I unified everything again. It should be easier. Very big brush. The whole industry, I guess, is in chaos right now. It's like the freaking Coca-Cola ad made with AI. It's kind of surprisingly stable considering what AI generated video can be like, but it's still AI. Why the fuck do we do that? In a titan like Coca-Cola, you don't need that. You can do the right thing. The real thing. What am I doing? This could increase. Anyway, I never give the mouth And this kind of inside's too much detail because it's generally in the dark and it doesn't. It's not that visible, but I wanted it to be kind of reddish, to have its own shade and not be the same as the inside. Why is this not blending? Yes, blend. Okay, just that. Maybe under. Oh, I have to do the tongue and the gums, I guess. Oh. What time is it? Oh, we still have like a couple hours. A lot of time to ruin things. No. Let's do something about the gums. That again, we're probably not even going to see a lot of. I don't know if this is too dark. I don't know if I should blend it that much, but well, that's kind of the idea again of this kind of granulated face, base, and then blending it. It gives you different shades here and there. It's not a completely flat thing. And then I can go. I don't know if I'm gonna do it here because again we barely see the gums, but I could go on and add some shadows and highlights. We can barely see it. Maybe I could add some shadows, but this guy, he's meant to look kind of scary. I don't know. I struggle with that a little bit. Some characters had to look, I don't know, scary, but at least kind of intimidating. And I started making them kind of cute. In the beginning they were cute and there was no way of making them scary. With probably the one exception of the spider. The spider always looked weird and creepy being a spider. But other characters were just unnecessarily cute. We're not even gonna see much of tongue. I still don't know what to do with the eyes. I should look for more references again, because I don't know if I should leave them kind of like a shark's, kind of just black and beady, or if I should give him some kind of pupil. I think giving it a pupil would soften it and make it kind of cute again. But I don't know, I could try. The teeth we should do are the 2 rows. Okay, the 2 rows are one thing. Maybe I should separate them for the sake of later. Well, let's give him some kind of a paint job and then let's separate them to just make it easier to split 2 parts in the render in case I need to render some things in different layers to make it easier for the rigging and the etc. I forgot what I was saying. The shading brush. What can I shade this with? I mean, hey. What's up with Tamashi? I need to add some little shade around the base of each tooth, I think. Maybe without the alpha. What do you mean? Yeah, there's some echo because of the mixing here, but yeah, this is my real voice. Is it too weird? I never liked my voice, but it is what it is. I don't even know. Because I use this mixer here to, and the echo is down. I could, if I wanted to have echo, I could raise it like here, and that does a lot of echo. This is the actual echo from the mixer, but it's here in the minimum, and I don't know why there's still some echo. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But well. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm using this mixer now. I usually use it for the gaming. I could just have the direct microphone for the art streams, but I don't know, I'm like used to it. Yeah, that's probably because I prefer, I don't know what the hell to play as actual music with copyrights. There's a lot of things that are not copyrighted here, and then when I export the VOD to YouTube gives me shit, so I don't know what to do in terms of music. So I prefer to have like a sort of an ambience instead of music. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah. This freaking lip is getting in the way. Can I hide the freaking lip already? This one? No. This one. Yeah, I looked into that, and but since I'm sending all of you, I should do something with that in the laptop, because I'm sculpting in the PC and streaming through the laptop. So I don't have that. I'm sending all the audio as is from the PC. I don't have like any other devices or anything. And the other day when I had like Windows Media Classics open, and I think that's what caused some compression error in OBS, and it crashed, and I don't know why everything's a fucking problem. I'm gonna make this darker. Things here, I don't know if can we even see this? I want to make it darker here on the inside. A little bit. Did I turn off symmetry? Why did I turn off freaking symmetry? I didn't even notice. Okay, fine, it's gonna look less uniform. I think we don't even see this here. Which is the thing, I always fuck up with symmetry. It's on when I need it off, it's off when I need it on. Well, that's done. Let's go to the upper. Domes. I could rise the intensity here already. Yeah, I wish there was like a more visual thing to remind you. Because if you're not seeing both halves, you don't necessarily realize. We cannot even see that, but for the sake of giving it some... How do I color pick? Fucking... I don't know if I can make some small highlights. Still doing it without symmetry. We're not even... We can't even see this. Did I hide this? I should look at some reference. I've been doing this just on my whim, and I haven't been checking at the real thing for a while. What am I doing? Let's look at some reference for a second. Even when I'm not going for realism or for anything like that, but I can use this color. Okay. Something like around the mouth to make it a little bit pink and a little bit lighter. Without covering too much. Oh, this is not even active. There's something fleshy about around the eyes. Maybe I should start at 3 instead of 2. I keep meaning to ask what would be more convenient to people. And I get this is kind of subtle, ideally. This is not very subtle. Lower intensity. I never asked you, Tamashi, do you stream as well? I feel like you bring your people. You don't necessarily raid, but you bring... I don't know which one. Is the one that tells the others, but You always come together. I'm so rude that I always forget to ask people, I always forget to give shout outs, I'm a nightmare. I'm a terrible dreamer. There are things sometimes I kind of take for granted that it's fine or that it's this or that. Did that transfer to the outside? I don't know if I should give like a little bit of light to the individual scales. These are a mess here completely. I made them by hand and it shows from a mile away. I don't even know how much of this guy we're gonna see anyway. Oh yeah. What is the... What color could I use for this? Could I just color pick from here and just do a lighter version of that? Not too saturated, not too... yeah, more on the bluish side than this purplish that we have. I want to do something too saturated now. It was all about layering. But I don't want to suddenly saturate anything too much. I don't know if the belly looks a bit too green. It was meant to be kind of yellowish. I don't know if I should make it lighter and a bit less saturated. It's weird because I had so many ideas in my head for this and I've ended up doing whatever kind of came out during the sculpt. I want to do something kind of subtle, but also not too subtle. Sometimes it looks subtle here and I export to keyshot and it doesn't even show, it's not even noticeable, or sometimes it's the opposite and it shows too much, it's really overdone. I want to give the scales like a little sort of sheen. It's so hard to know how much is too much. And did I already do that? I feel like this lighting isn't helping me. A bit too much. What do you mean in Rust? On a rusty surface? Oh. I don't even know what I've done already. Have I done these? I should... do them more in sequence. I cannot get the freaking song out of my head. Like Krita without any last. But that's like the point of the game? Or you just can do it and you did it? Are you supposed to? Paint and survive? I think I heard of it, but I don't know the first thing about it. I see. Like so many games are. But yeah. Have I even done these? Some look overdone, some look underdone. And the dog is barking. Probably have some cats. She gets along with the cats so well. But every now and then she will just have to bark. Like it's the end of the world at them. I don't even know what I'm doing. This is so messy here. I overdid the shadows. In some parts there are no shadows. Okay, that was too much. Gamers have ruined gaming. As someone said. Okay, smaller, smaller, smaller. This tail is bullshit, but I don't know if we'll even see it. Okay, this looks kind of heavy here. I don't know if I should try to unify a little bit up here with Okay, no, that's too dark. What the hell was I trying to do? Trying to color pick here. Blue. You'll be too. This looks too freaking yellow. Let me make it a bit lighter. Wow, the thing around the eye looks very dark here. It's like my eye. Dark circles under my eyes. I don't know if I should have gone for more earthy tones, but I feel like there are some bluish, greenish ones, and the inspiration for this again was kind of a bluish catfish from an anime. He was like a villain in an anime I used to watch as a child. I don't even know why I want to go in that direction. It wasn't even my favorite. But it was like a thing that I remember and I kind of want to reference. I don't even know what I'm doing. No. That's probably why one of the reasons why I don't do face cam, because of my perpetual dark circles under my eyes. They're not that bad, but they look worse on camera. I don't know what kind of... and obviously I'm not gonna like wear makeup or something for freaking stream. It's like so unflattering. What am I doing here? Can I apply this with a lower intensity? Yeah, exactly this. A little texture, because it ended up being too flat, which is not what I wanted. Worst case scenario, I feel like I can always make like a color swap in post and get rid of a bluish thing if I wanted to make it more beige, which was the whole point. I didn't want to make him beige. But what do the fins look like? Maybe it could be darker. What did I do? Let's pick some color like from here, but why has it gotten so purple? I was going for bluer thing. Maybe give that a bit of a tint. And this blue. This belly one I kept, oh no, not the crystals. I kept lighter to match the belly, but I don't know if it should be darker in general. I don't freaking know. I don't know what to do to not feel like I'm ruining things with the color. It's hard layering and layering. Not my forte, anyway. I don't know if it's hard, but... color pick here. Can we make this here a bit brighter? I don't know why it got so dark. Like the back should be shiny. Something wonky here that I don't like also. I don't know if I can... How can I fix it? It ended up a bit uniform looking again, which was kind of what I wanted to avoid, but maybe here, maybe here I can give it a pass of the belly color again to oh, not that. Where's shading here? Pick up that bit that got a bit too dark here again. Mask out the face so I don't apply it what I don't want to. Let's lighten that bit again. I don't know if I should try to go for some... bring back the granular thing a little bit. The crystals are kind of purplish. As well. I haven't colored them here, they just become every color that I pick. But they're gonna be like purple. What am I doing? Oh, I maybe I can mask again. What was the masking that I used? I think by smoothness. That, and we can darken it a bit so we can protect these areas, and maybe I can do like a few sort of lighter spots. Why is symmetry off, for crying out loud? Did I apply the... Oh my god, did I apply this light thing on only on one side? God dang it. Oh my god, me and symmetry, name of the worst duo. Okay, take two. Symmetry, it's true, we have a counter. They always mess up symmetry. Shading. Is this too intense? Let's make it 4 maybe. just like that. Me and symmetry always messing up. Why? The intensity of the masking brush also goes down every time I lower the actual painting brush. Anyway, who knows? Can we reduce this so I can make no, that's not what I wanted. Fine, have it your way. What if I did like a very subtle, probably not with this color, but with a lighter version of this, a very low intensity and probably a smaller brush. If I did like some light spots again to bring up, especially in the back, to bring back again some of the light and some texture again back to the back. I've been missing Phil so much. I feel like an orphan. Did he say he might stream this Sunday again, but he would go away again? Or am I crazy? Did I imagine that? Or he said it? Yesterday I was so bored because I had nothing to do. I had no full stream. I mean, I intentionally took the day kind of off, and I didn't do other things. I think Duolingo was like the one thing that I did, and I tried to not do much else of anything. And it was such an empty, long day. So funny. Especially the afternoon was long as fuck. I also kind of woke up earlier than usual, so it made it like a weird long day. Yeah, I didn't necessarily feel guilty. I purposefully kind of I didn't have some of the usual things, so I put other things in, like in standby, to have like a completely lazy day, but it ended up feeling excessively long, excessively boring, excessively empty of a day. It's like, fuck, I cannot even have a day off without it feeling like I'm in the twilight zone. Dan, hey, how are you? I've been threatening with finishing the fish the entire week, and I might just finish him today. The never-ending fish might come to an end today. I should do some subtle shadows here and there, but I feel like they don't come across as very subtle when I do them. Use the shading brush and maybe the alpha, one of these alphas? Can I do this with a maybe a higher intensity but not super high, something like... Thank you. I thought it was going to be a shorter thing, and by now I think it's like the 6 or 7 stream with this guy. Because it's already a character that... What am I doing? That's not the shape that I'm looking for. It's a character that doesn't have like much of a scene, it doesn't have any dialogue, it doesn't have anything, so it should be... Should have been done quicker, I think. But on Wednesday I went back over the scales and I've been redoing some stuff, and in the end it became like a longer thing. But should I add that shadow there? Maybe not so intense. I don't like it when the shading looks precisely too painted on. I want it to look more natural, but sometimes things look natural and subtle here, and then I export it and it looks terrible, so it's always hard to find a balance. Yeah, these things sometimes have a life of their own, and just take as long as I want to take. Maybe here in the birth of this bin it should be kind of darker. I don't know if I should do something different about this. I don't know if I should separate this more. Just a few seconds with the bridge to the renderer. If nothing goes wrong, the other day it crashed because I was working on a higher resolution for the body. Right now it has the body alone, I think. Is this? No, the whole thing has like 3,800,000 polygons. And I was working on a higher thing and it crashed the whole thing, so I reverted to this lower one. The higher one, no, oh, these are the active points. It was almost 3 million and I've reverted to just this 700,000 because it was too much. And it crashed everything, it didn't just crash. I had to reboot, I had to interrupt the stream. I was only making like a test render, but it was bad enough to make everything crash. I think it's gonna look fine. It looks kind of pixelated here if you get too close to the scales, but that's not the way it's gonna look like in the renderer. It's kind of smooth to normals, and it's gonna be fine. But yeah, it got kind of heavy for my computer and for my RAM and for my processor and... where am I? Do I have the alpha on? Yes. I want to make this darker a bit, but I don't want it to... It already looks too dark here. Can I make this with a smaller brush? I want to enhance this darkness a bit. Yeah, that's why I have an old version of ZBrush that I cannot update. A, because it's an old computer, and B, because it's not kosher. Question mark. Quote unquote. But yeah, pretty much. You could say that. Where is it? Why do you... Oh. You go there because you're here. Sometimes I do some shading things that don't even show. But it's like this. This looks too crappy. Because it would look better in the higher resolution. It's not even much better. But what you gonna do? Gotta use the lower one. It was a gift from Santa Claus. I don't even know if we could try already exporting and see what it looks like in this shade and in this coloring. Suddenly I think it should be a bit more beige, a bit more tan, a bit warmer, but yeah, that's something, that's a bit of a risk, but that's the third world for you. A lot of what we use is from that kind of processes. Is that the wrong color for this? Possibly. Why is this so dark here? Did I overdo the shading? Oh, I'm doing this with the wrong brush. No wonder. Let's switch to the shading brush. Let's get rid of the alpha. Why is this so dark here? Is it really dark, or it's an illusion this fall? Yeah, especially Maxon. I was more of a Pixelogic guy. When it got solved, everybody freaked out, and I was like, why? And then I kinda got it, but freaking Maxon has become a kind of a monopoly now too. I don't know if I should try to give it an extra layer of something else, some warmer color, but in a very light shade, a very light, very low opacity. No, of course they are. Freaking AI. Okay, that was very intense. Why are they showing freaking AI everything in things that don't need it, and people are rejecting it, and the big freaking wigs are still pushing it everywhere? Okay, see you, Leah. Thank you for coming by. I should be able to finish him. I think I still have like an extra hour. The other day I was seeing someone's post on Reddit that even in freaking Grindr they are collecting their data to training AI, and they changed the terms of services, and that's the thing they added. They're collecting data in Grindr. People can't even fuck without having their data collected to train AI.
Fatality.
Oh no. Finish him, yeah. But every time that I say it, something happens. Well, no, right now I feel like there's not much else to do. I mean, it could use a lot of work, but it's not like I'm doing much more to him. So I hope I'm not jinxing it by saying we can finish him today. Can I add like a fleshy tone, like a warmer tone, but maybe just reddish, maybe on the hot pink side? I don't like it. Not hot pink, but not saturated red. Then I don't see. It should be applying. Try to do it with a bigger size, so it applies like, again, that kind of granulated thing without. I don't even see capturing so much darker in OBS. It's not so dark for me. Could I do some of these in the middle section? I don't even see it. But on this side I'm the only one. Is this even applying? Oh, I see a little touch of something. I don't even know if I want to keep. Just here in the middle section. As part of a layered thing, maybe I could apply it to Delphines as well. Is it applying? There's something about this fins that looks a bit too flat for some certain angle. I don't know how to make them more curvy and interesting, more like to give them a kind of a movement. Here from here I think they... I don't want to bend them too much, I don't want to warp them, but... in a certain angle, I don't like them, and it's precisely the front which we're probably gonna use. Wow, it is capturing really dark. I don't know if I should try to adjust it for... The brightness is kind of low. The contrast is kind of high, but that... maybe it should be higher. I don't want to make it too bright either, but it is capturing much darker than what I see. Why is this? Yeah, I guess that fleshy thing did not much here. But these fins really bother me, these lines here. I feel like they could be more curvy, more flowy in terms of shape, in terms of like the dynamic of the shape. I don't want to make them too concave, but they're looking too flat, especially from the front. I'm not sure that's better, but no. What brush do I have? I don't know, what should I do next? I keep threatening with trying to make some backgrounds, and I absolutely need to make some. But I still have some characters left to do. I don't know, what should I do next? Depends on I have like 2 more human characters to make, and I don't even know if I should make the dead ones, Ergol's maker and Astaroth and Agatha, Astrid's mother. I'm not even sure if they're going to appear like in a flashback or anything, but I might need them at some point, because they're already dead by the time this story begins. There's something here that bothers me. What did I press? Something here that I don't want to deform, but something about these scales feel like too tight in here and then kind of stretched in here. I applied them like crap. And it shows, and I cannot undo it now. I don't know if that fixes it a little bit, that weird tension that we had there. I don't know. It's hard to be a perfectionist when you're a mediocre artist. This again looks very flat, which is not what I wanted. Is this going to transfer well to the renderer? Maybe we should try already. It's a fish anyway, it doesn't have like... I don't know what the hell I'm even trying to justify. Can we render here just to see and to have like a screenshot of these? I don't even know. Anyway, it looks so murky and uniform, which is kind of the idea, but at the same time kind of what I was trying to avoid, and kind of the whole point for me to poly paint, to make it less of a flat uniform color. But anyway, when I export I can increase the contrast, which I wish I could do here, but that's not a thing here. Let's just try. Let's give it a try. I don't know if maybe I should restart. Freaking ZBrush before. Let's try to export it. If it crashes, it crashes. It's already kind of frozen. Okay, there it opened. Keyshot, also a pretty old version of Keyshot. And it looks murky as fuck in here. But we can give it a different material and make it pop a little bit. It's touching the bottom too much. Let's maybe move the whole thing up a little bit. We could remove floor shadows, but it's also kind of useful. If I give it like a metallic paint material... Okay, it went too metallic. Could you refract a little less? Thank you. And we can raise the contrast here of the polypaint. We can make it brighter. Yeah, that's more like it. We could raise the contrast, not too much. I think that's already a little bit more interesting. I don't know if it needs to be this shiny too. It could be... Why has no roughness? There. It doesn't need to be specular like that. I don't know, it still looks very flat and murky. It's a fucking fish. We can take it. Let's go to Pierre's kitchen. Pierre? Who the fuck was it? This guy in Montreal. It's kind of stupid. Let's remove it, let's replace it for a flat color, but it's useful for me. It's a kind of a realistic lighting that's warm on one side and cold on the other, so it helps me. Where are we here? I don't know why this guy exports rotated like 180 degrees. What the hell am I pressing? No! No, this is not dead. 180 that way, okay. Maybe. He's floating belly up. I think these are gonna have to be metal for now. I had a material for... I don't even know. The material for that I've used for the other sculpts on the other characters, but... Can we make it a flat color? Nope. Okay. Is that curvature thing doing anything? Maybe metallic paint as well, as opposed to metal. Yes, the never-ending fish is kind of nearing completion. How are you? The freaking fish that wouldn't ever end. Maybe just metal? Why is metal so shiny and doesn't have any values I can play with? I'm fine, just a little tired. It's getting kind of warm here as opposed to the northern world. Oh, the gems, maybe I should have... This is too fucking light. Why is it so pinkish light? Something like that, anyway, it depends on the lighting. The teeth also... Oh, this material... Let's call this material fish. So I can copy it to the whiskers on the thing. Without unifying anything yet. To lips. To the whiskers. Not yet the fins. The fins probably need to be translucent. Or translucent like material. Can I make them? Huh. They maybe could work as that. The eyes, I feel like they should be just dark and beady. If I give them like a texture, if I give them like a real like an iris, like an actual pupil, I think it's gonna look cute. And I'd rather it looked beady and scary. Kinda like a shark, dead, black eyes. Can I make it... Okay, is paint better? Is that... Okay, I can lower the refraction and I can raise the roughness. I just wanted to look beady and kinda dead. A bit like a shark. The teeth also should be... Oh, I forgot to separate the fucking teeth. Can I... Am I going to be able to re-export if I... It always fucks up my materials when I try to go back. But let's try it. I was supposed to separate the upper from the lower teeth. Where the fuck are the teeth? Here. Oh. Oh, they don't even want to separate, like... the poly groups are not helping. Can we, like, auto-poly? Or whatever the fuck. Auto-group. If we merge similar, you're gonna do this again, yeah. No, that's not what I want. Fine. Let's do it the stupid way. I forgot to fucking do it the correct way at the right time. Can I separate them? Can I... Am I going to have to... Can I split hidden? No, because it's because of the subdivision. God damn it, fine. Delete lower. Split hidden. Okay. Now if I export again, is everything gonna go to shit? Because I forgot that one fucking thing. Actually, I should separate these fins too. Can I? Should I? Put the parts and reconstruct subdivision. Did I fuck that up? They have to be separated because if I render it in layers, well, I could have. Depends on the angle, but I guess it's more convenient for me if they are separated. Let's save here and let's cross our fingers and try to export again. There went the thing. Why? There went the fish material. Oh my god, no. Here, this one, not the fins. Can I make it? Oh my god, again! God damn it, I'm gonna have to... fix this again manually. Well, maybe it's for the best. Is this fish? What is fish then? What is fish? That is fish. But I didn't want this material here. Oh, that was not it? What is fish? What's a fish? What's the material that's still called fish here? Select parts with material. Oh, okay. Of all things I could have retained. The thing. Okay. What is fish? The existential question. The age-old question, what is fish? The gums and the tongue. I forgot to do something else with the inside of the mouth. Paint plastic. Plastic? Is plastic too plastic for the... freaking gums? I like that. Did it retain the texture? Yes. Let's call this... Oh, it already has a name. Okay, let's just copy it to the upper... Where the hell is it? Is it not here? Oh, it's here. Matte deep crimson. Can you hide for a second? Can you let me see things? Hide part. Do that. I don't know if it's too shiny. Well, it's the gums. They should be wet. The teeth. Maybe paint as well? Oh. Right, and now they are separated as they should be. Maybe it's too dark, the texture. Can I rise to brightness? And let's call this teeth. So I can copy it to the other teeth. The lower teeth. Maybe there should be a little bit rough, because that specular thing is kind of silly. This material, what was it? Paint something, crimson, whatever the fuck. Let's apply that to the tongue as well. Okay, that's too shiny for the tongue. Let's copy it and modify it and paste it on the tongue, but let's make it less refractive. This looks creepy. Let's go back to the guy. Again, for the fins, probably I should go with some I don't know if this should be a little bit more metallic. A little bit more shiny. I'm kind of liking it more now that I erased the murky thing that I did here. Now that it pops here a little bit more, I think it's better. The fins could be kind of translucent. Without these colors, really. Or maybe this is look for like the subsurface kind of color. Depends on the lot, but it's not like there's like vessels here, right? Let's call this fin instead of maleficent skin, which apparently is what it used to be. Okay, that's a bit too shiny here, but I can appreciate it. We will adjust it later. Fin, 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 and fin down here. There's still something that... what is this? There's still some part that doesn't have any assigned material? Select parts with material. What are you? Oh, the other fin, right, I separated them. Of course, yes. Yes. That's intentional. You need to be like your sister. Is it too... there's something too shiny? Let's lower the refraction. Let's lower the samples too, even when it benefits from higher sample, but... $32 is too much, especially for rendering. I'm probably gonna render like a turntable animation for now, and later I have to make some tests with the characters that we have. We already have so many characters, and I haven't done like an animation test for a single one of them. I've been saying that before the year's out, I want to make some shots, and I want to sort of compile them as a kind of a teaser trailer in a way. This could be less refractive. To see what everything looks like and how it works, or if it works, and also to have something to show to people. I feel like I keep talking about this kind of thing, and this thing that I'm doing, and I have nothing to show. Oh well, I have the turntables and some renders of all of the characters, but it's not too much of an indicator of what the whole project is, or it's gonna look like. I don't know. I like this shininess, but this light is kind of strange. I like that the fins are like popping with this lighting. Maybe I could make this, I can make the paint job brighter even. Okay, that's too much contrast. The fins I haven't made brighter. I don't know if they should be. Does it win much from me? Stabilizing the brightness and the things I did with the body. There's something here that looks too dark, but I don't know if it's the paint job or if it's the lighting and the shadows and the... Well, there's one way to know. Let's apply a flat material. Yeah, it is the paint job. It's not so terrible, question mark. Oh, the metal could be colored. We could give a bit of a sheen to the... bit of a colored sheen to the brightness. And I want to go for a greenish, for it to complement the kind of purplish that we already have. Thank you. I don't even know how I feel about him right now, but he kind of is what he was supposed to be. What's the freaking time? Okay. We still have like half an hour or more. Thank you, yeah, I like them with this shininess. In the beginning I was going to make it flat because the kind of catfish that I was going for is kind of smooth. You cannot really see the scales like this. And maybe something that would have conveyed a sense of scale would have been making smaller scales, but that would have required like a more dense mesh and everything, so I feel like this is kind of like a good average. I don't know if the fins are a bit too fleshy, maybe I can... go for a colder shade for the subsurface kind of thing, instead of that pinkish thing that we had. Can I make it all the way bluish? I think that's very saturated, but it doesn't look bad. They were looking fleshy kind of in a weird way. Maybe we can try some other environment, some other lighting. This is a bit more flat, but... okay, here it looks super blue. It doesn't have to be dark or saturated, it can be there. I don't know what this guy is right now, but again, I don't even know how much we're going to see of him. Ergol's going to just dive in the water and just sort of wait for him, or try to do something to sort of call him or summon him, and he's going to appear. Just kind of from the front we're gonna see him. He's gonna come closer, kind of into the camera, and he's gonna look like really big and kind of scary. That's also the reason why I gave it the sharp teeth, because it was not looking scary, it was looking kind of cute, kind of goofy. And that's why I also wanted to have sort of shark, beady eyes. I should take a screenshot of this. Let's let it render a bit. Yeah, I guess for now I'm gonna call it finished. I don't know if the teeth are a bit too shiny. I made them too bright. I'm glad that I gave the scales that little sort of bump. It really works with this metallic kind of thing. Are the alerts working? I have to see on in OBS. For some reason I was in Chrome. I don't know if I could give it like a slight bump here, like the idea is that it is smooth and slippery and underwater, but if I gave it a little bit of a bump, like this, much smaller, much smaller, and not much of a height, but to make it look less smooth in general. Well, I don't know if that changes much right now. Did I lower the bump intensity too much? That's way too much. That's a bit much still. It ends up looking kind of flat. Maybe I could still increase the brightness and contrast of a paint job. Still, is a bit much. Can we go to the textures and make it maybe not that much brighter, but kind of brighter? And can I, in this material, can I make not in this material, but I wish I could make like a curvature based sheen thing. What is it called? I don't know if this is too bright now. 2.5 or something. If I okay, too high contrast just makes it too dark. I think it can work. I'll also add like some I'm not sure how, because it's one thing to do the fake 2D and 3D, 3D and 2D, but I'd like to add like some caustics and maybe some like distortion of some water, like refraction and stuff like that. Parking lot fish, yes, we haven't taken him to a parking lot. Wait, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and let's park the fish. We haven't done any characters in a while. I forgot about the parking lot. Let's save here before something happens, and let's change. What environment are we in? We're back in Pierre's kitchen? Yeah. Let's take him to the parking lot. Now this is a bridge. Where is this? Where's the parking lot? Can I? Oh, here. Parking garage. Let's Where is the beep beep beep? Here. The environment. Let's raise the brightness a little bit. And let's park the fish. Let's steer the fish away and out from the parking lot. It looks kind of small. Why am I? It looks kind of dark. Let's rotate the environment a little bit. Okay, yeah, let's make the environment smaller and the fish bigger. And let's park the fish. Do you remember where we parked the fish? It's somewhere in B something. Let's take a screenshot of a parking fish. How do you find this? Where are the numbers? Oh, there's a 5 over there. Is 5th the floor and letters are the positions or something? But there are 2 B's here. They're all B. How do you find your spot in here? What the fuck is this place? We always joke with the parking lot and the characters. We bring them to the parking lot. We park them in 5B apparently. Is everything 5B? There's another 5. There was a 5 in this column. Is 5 the floor or the thing? What the hell is 5? The spots are all B. This is B. There's B. How do you find your spot? Those across I cannot see, but is it just like a kind of a relative thing? You shove your car wherever you can, in whatever B you can, and you'll find it because it's just a few spots. I have no idea how this works. Do I have any? I like that fluorescent shine. Do I have any? I don't have any aquatic kind of thing. Do I? I have like some very. We have desert fish now. Why is this? It doesn't look shiny. It doesn't look very shiny. Did I change the material? No, I only changed the environment. It's very bright, but this is like a little garden, a little room between the buildings. And I like it because it's kind of realistic and kind of harsh daylight. I never really use this. I think I've used it for some characters in like my daily challenge, but it's like a very harsh light. But I can make it darker. I can make it less contrasty, but it's a bit too dark, a bit too bright, it's a bit too harsh with a natural light. But I like to see, especially shiny things, I like to see in this environment. What do you look like from above? Do you look like I fucked up the application of the scales? Makes sense. If we get rid of the ground shadows, it's gonna have more of a light from below as well, as a fish would, as a fish in the water would. This is way too bright. I have to get more environments, more high dynamic range environments, because the ones I have They're very limiting, and I always end up using the same. I always end up taking everyone to Pierre's kitchen. Not the parking lot, because it's a bit dark, but Pierre's kitchen. And this one's kind of useful as well, because it's like dark on one side and light on the other. Hey, there, you can see some water. You want water? We're kind of beached in here under a bridge, but why don't I have? Well, anyway, what an aquatic environment would be like. Oh, this looks interesting, especially in this angle. And let's make some renders with this one, without the actual office background. Let's turn it into. Oh, I had a gray. I had some kind of shade of gray that I used for the. Is this what it is? A brownish gray that I used for other characters. I should use it for these renders too, and I have not been using it. What I dislike about this is from some angles it looks like this kind of whisker. It looks like a very long lip that goes all the way here. So I probably should render the lip separate and move it around a little bit, make them kind of wave in the water. Otherwise it's gonna look like it's flat, stuck on the face, and it's like a long lip. Let's hide this. Let's take a snapshot of this. Screenshot of whatever it's called. This is a strange angle. It's a fish, alright. Right? What else is it gonna be? I don't know. And I was going for... I did kind of fail on... I wanted to add features from like that kind of weird abyss kind of fish. But I kind of failed on that because I couldn't quite find it when I started blocking the main shapes. But it is the kind of catfish that I was going for, and it even has some koi touches with the scales and stuff. I don't know if it's too shiny on that one side. And there's also something sharky about it. I don't know if the shape alone is going to convey the idea of size. As I've tried with other characters, and this one I didn't know what to do. Maybe the eyes could have been smaller. It's just gonna be big. I don't know if it's gonna look big, if you know what I mean. Crystals look kind of strange, but I like this little gradient here. But it probably should be the other way around. They should be darker here and lighter on top. Can I change that? What am I doing? It's the curvature, right? I make this one dark and this one light. This one could be darker, more saturated. Did that change anything? I don't see it. think I liked it better the other way. I don't know why it's not working. Is it working? Yeah, there is like a lightness at the base, not at the tip. Well, lightness. Is lightness even a word? Let's make a render. Let's turn the light a bit around. If we go back to Pierre's kitchen, it's slightly colored and slightly... I don't know what this is doing. Why is it so much lighter here? Is it like... Did I do it like that? Yes, I guess I did. There's a much lighter spot here that doesn't seem the same as this here. Not terrible, but it's not great either. I don't know if this should be thinner. This is very thin, and this is a bit thicker. This other fins, so they don't look the same. Or maybe I should change the translucency for this one, for these two. I don't know what environment to use. Sometimes there's this one, this Alaskan forest that's also like very natural light, that I sometimes go for more natural looking things. A flying fish in the Alaskan forest. Should be brighter. No, that's a contrast. Okay, yeah, no, but I get it. I get that contrast. Maybe this could work. Who knew? Yeah, a lot of times when I need a organic lighting, I come to this freaking environment. I kind of like this. It's a lot of light. Maybe I could lower it, but the dark, the mouth, as I said, is very much in the dark, and you can't even tell if it's red or not. Why the freaking gums look like this? Can you hide? The gums are not giving me red or anything. They're a bit too shiny. Is that what it is? They're too refractive. Should I make them a bit more matte? Yeah, they're also still kind of in the shadow as well, and it's hard to tell what exactly they're like. I like them in this lighting, in this environment. I don't know if this is too much of a hexagon and it could have been softer. But I feel like I've always done it like that and kind of embracing the shape of the crystal. But here they could have been softer when the shape meets the belly. It doesn't need to be so sharp. But I'm not gonna redo that now. I like the texture here. I like the granulated thing. That's why I always want to have that kind of base. I don't want for any of these characters anyway. I don't want it for them to ever look flat. like a flat color, or even like a gradient of colors, but I want it to have like a texture, like granular kind of thing. What the hell are we barking at? My knees are killing me. What the hell am I? I never know what to do with my knees. I cannot stretch my legs because of this stupid desk. No room. This freaking hurts. Let's take a screenshot of this. I don't even know what else to do, but I guess for now it's finished. Yeah, I should take a break and stretch and something, and I haven't taken a single one today. Did I save that one? Let it render. I like it more under this light. It's maybe a bit too much light. The guy's going to be deeper in the water and it's not gonna be that this light and this clear, but I feel like I like it more in this light. Just stretching my leg in some direction would be good right now. Ow. I can turn my chair the other way and stretch a little bit. Anyway, there's not much left to do except I'm gonna keep taking some screenshots of this. I guess the guy is pretty much done. I think it's been like 7 streams? At least 6? Why the gums are they too bright? Did I raise the brightness too much? But I thought it was because they're in the dark, in the darkness of the mouth. I don't even know. Let's do some normal angles, like top view. Well, we should probably rotate. Degrees. It's not over yet, but I should be back on Monday with, I don't know, I assume a new character? Or maybe I have this idea for this character that again is kind of based in Mama Fortuna from the Last Unicorn. But I don't want it to be too grotesque. I don't want to take the one human character that I've done so far is Sorsha, and she's pretty normal. I don't want to suddenly make super grotesque character. It's kind of tricky to adapt to what I'm thinking of and what I want to do to already match the style of what humans should look like in this thing. Unless he wasn't human, but he has to be human. He's supposedly Astaroth's brother. And maybe I should just do quickly like an Astaroth and an Agatha. Maybe for the flashbacks. why right now I think of Astaroth pretty much as Yensid, the actual wizard in the Wizard's Apprentice in Fantasia. Without the hat, without the pointy hat, and maybe with more interesting robes, but looking kind of like that, and less cartoony, more human. Maybe I could do Astaroth next, and from that I can see what his brother could look like. No, in that sense, I feel like I too prefer to do like villains and monsters and stuff like that, the pretty characters. I don't know. Well, it's kind of easy sometimes to make cute ones, but I feel like I prefer the extreme ones. That's why I always liked, when I've done like cartoon characters, I prefer to do the villains, because the heroes are kind of boring, or they're either handsome or beautiful or something, and that's harder to pull off for me. Especially in a kind of the hybrid of a cartoony style in 3D. Josin, hey! How are you? I'm kind of standing still here because this is sort of rendering and I'm taking some screenshots. Let's screenshot this one. It's Friday at last. Yeah. It's been an odd week. For me, sounds like it's been a tough one for you. It's been kind of weird. Is this too bright? Oh, this is a contrast. Contrast was fine, maybe high contrast, low brightness. Jesus Christ, not that much. What the hell did I do? I liked it the way it was. Do you have any plans for the weekend or something, or it's just relaxing at home after a freaking week? One of those weeks. It looks weird from this angle, but I kind of like this light, but it's not ideal. Are the teeth too shiny, too refractive, too something? Should I make them in plastic? Is plastic a better material for the freaking teeth? Yeah, just time to unwind, and I feel like those are the best weekends. Or they can be. Do I have any plans for a weekend? I hope not. I feel like the last few weekends, the kind of things that I've been doing was always some unexpected shit, like going to fix a roof at my grandparents' house and stuff like that. That's all I've done on the weekend. I haven't gone anywhere or done anything fun. We might make some empanadas on Sunday, as we've been making them almost every Sunday. Dragon Quest 3. Cool. Yeah, no, it's been fine. I'm just trying to recall what have I done, what have I been doing in the few recent weekends, and whatever the few things that I've done out of the ordinary hasn't been fun. But yeah, it should be a chill weekend, except we might have like a thunderstorm. I think there's a forecast of that for... There's been... Not here really, we only got some showers, but there's been some nasty thunderstorms and hailstorms other places in the state. The whole weekend there might be some more on the weekend. And since the new libertarian government has decided to definance everything, the anti-hail program has stopped. So this early in the season, some of producers in the because this we're surrounded by rural areas with vineyards and fruit trees and stuff like that. They've already lost everything because of just this one storm that nobody had foreseen, and because of the anti-hail thing has stopped. So it's been really bad for a lot of people. Luckily, in my town, there's like a private guy that has its own anti-hail thing, and he always disperses the clouds and breaks the hail. So it hasn't hit my town, but in other places it's destroyed the entire production of like the grapes and the melons and especially those. It's been rough this week for a lot of people, and the weekend might be too. But we've been lucky here in this area. We haven't had any major problems, but just some rain. Luckily, I hope it won't get bad over the weekend. Yeah, we have our own one here too, and he's defunding everything because everything's communism. Doing anything for the people, doing anything for anyone is communism, so he's defunding everything. And everything's going to shit. With this fucking chainsaw. He met Giorgia Meloni the other day, the Italian Prime Minister or whatever she is, and he gave her a figurine of himself with a chainsaw and a thing, and the woman was like, she's amused by him, and she's probably kind of on the same side of the spectrum as him, but she received this thing and she didn't know how to react. Imagine giving a foreign president an action figure of yourself with a chainsaw. Who does that? But okay. It is what it is, and it is what we have right now. But anyway, I guess this guy is finished for now. After like, I don't know, 6 or 7 streams, when I thought I could do it in 3. Let's screenshot this one.
Fatality.
We finished the frigging fish, and now it's floating upside down. 'Cause we killed it. Thank you. It's kind of finished for now. Again, probably when I need to make the proper final renders, I might have to adjust something, but for now it's all I can do. It looks flat again. Why does it look so flat in this lighting? I liked how the shape looks, but the paint job looks flat again. Anywho, it was a nice Friday after all. I never know what to expect on Fridays. I feel like people have other things to do or stuff like that, so I'm always about to do like a poll or something if you guys like Fridays or not, or if I should stream some other day, or what the hell. But it's been a nice Friday. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for watching and for hanging and for putting up with my ramblings. I should be back again on Monday, presumably with a new character. Or I might go the lazy way and bring back like a Minecraft Monday or something. But yeah, it is all the time that I have, and also this guy's kind of done, so there's not much else to do for today. Thank you guys for hanging, thank you guys for watching, have a nice weekend too. I don't know if Phil Jameson said he would be back and he might stream this Sunday, but then he would go away again. Did I get that right? So if that's right, I'll see you at Phil's, I'll see you on Discord. And if not, I'll see you again here on Monday with, again, presumably, hopefully a new character. Or maybe I'll start doing something for the backgrounds. I need to make some backgrounds. So, thank you very much. Thank you. The fish is, for now, cooked. It's done. I should have tried a different focal length to make it more scary and monstrous, but it's done for now. And whatever else I do to him, I'm probably gonna do off screen. The fish is parked, and yeah, that's it for now. I never know how to finish, so see you guys again next time. See you on Discord, see you at Phil's if he's back, and yeah, thank you again for a great Friday. God knows what will happen on Monday. It's always scary to start something new, and this guy is like the first character that I've done for this project since like March, so it's been a big deal. But I should try to keep it going. Bread, hey! Oh, that's a lot of emotes. How are you? Thank you for following. I was just ending the stream. I've just finished this fish guy for now. How are you? Anyway, thank you guys for coming. Thank you again for following, for hanging. We have a Discord. You guys want to join? I don't ping everyone. I try to not bother anyone with pings. I ping only the pingable roles. Got power. You went without power for days? Shit. I don't know if we could raid someone. Is there anyone we could raid? Any friends streaming? Oh, Liz is streaming. Is she really streaming, or it's like one of those just a bird cam thing? We could still raid her, but I mean, is she really streaming? Oh god, I'm getting God dang it. Okay. Let's go, let's try to raid. Where are we? Oh my god. Oops. Is that gonna work? Yes. Okay. The fish is done. I should start a new character ASAP. So thank you guys for hanging, thank you for staying. Let's read this. Should be back on Monday. See you on Sunday at Phil's, presumably, if he streams again before he leaves again. Thank you guys, see you next time, see you on Discord.